Okay, so I just got done watching Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, and I have to say, this wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. But I still do have some thoughts, and let's get into that. Well, to get started, this movie was an absolute blast. Please do watch it in theaters and in IMAX if you can. Watching the two kaijus fight together and just fighting against Scar King, that was a treat to watch on screen. I was just smiling the entire time while watching that scene. Let's get into the positive. The visuals are beautiful. If you guys can, please do watch it in IMAX. It's a treat and it's amazing. You'll just be in awe at how good the visuals are. The humans are not as boring as the previous entries, but that part still hasn't developed as much as I would like it to. But there is one character though that's literally so amazing. I won't tell you guys who it is. It isn't the little girl. Kong's face shows so many expressions in this movie. You kind of just understand what Kong is thinking. There's one scene where Godzilla is just running at Kong to like punch him or kick him or something, and Godzilla just like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you running at me right now? And you can just, and there's no dialogue said in that scene, but you just know what Kong is thinking because of the way his face expresses everything, which was amazing. That was such a big plus for this movie, man. That's something that I really enjoyed in this movie. The mini Kong, I don't remember his name, but he was literally amazing. He was a really big surprise. I didn't think that part of this movie was going to be good, but to be honest, I actually really enjoyed that part. That relationship like starts out like with them hating each other, or the boy hating the Kong, and it's progressively just gets better and better, and it's just awesome to watch. And of course, another positive, the human subplot and the main plot of the movie is kind of better balanced this time, because the humans kind of appear like this and just disappear like this again, but during the first half the humans are kind of there a lot, and it's not really a negative, but I kind of felt sleepy during that time, bro. That probably isn't even the movie's mistake. It's probably my mistake because I didn't sleep properly before watching this movie. Okay, so now let's get into the negative. Human subplot isn't annoying, but I still wish that humans were a bit more compelling, because whenever they're on screen, I'm just like, oh god, we need to buy through this again. It is still better than the previous entries, but that feeling is still here and I don't appreciate it. The second negative, this is the biggest negative in the entire film. There is no sense of scale in this movie. There are like two kaijus running at you and you don't even realize how big they are, because there's no like comparison to a human except for like a few scenes. There's like you get absolutely no sense of scale to how big these monsters are, and they're just running at like top speeds at you, and you're just like, doesn't make sense, because creatures that are that big cannot run that fast. And that's something that the first Godzilla movie got really well. Godzilla walked really slow in that movie, and it kind of builds tension as well in that movie, and that's how it's supposed to be. And the third negative is this movie is still a popcorn film. You leave your brain at your house and you go to the theater and watch this movie and don't think much of it. It's a one-time thing, okay? You watch it once and you leave it at that. It's not something that's gonna make you like bawl your eyes out in the theater or just stay with you for the rest of your life. No, this is not that type of movie. You should watch it once and you're done. You enjoy the time while you're watching it, and that's basically it. I wish it wasn't that. I wish it was a bit more than that, but hey, what can we do? Another negative is the fact that some of the writing in this movie is kind of really convenient, right? There's like absolutely no setup for something that happens. There's one scene, right? It's in the trailer, but I'm not going to spoil what it is. So, okay, I'll give you guys a bit of context, right? Kong is basically at the brink of like death, right? He's about to like basically go unconscious or something like that, okay? Think of it like that. And they need to save Kong, and there's no build up to the scene, right? And suddenly they just drop a bunch of information of how they're gonna save Kong, and it'll make sense while you're watching this movie. It's not gonna make sense right now. They just come up with a solution. They're in the Hollow Earth while this is happening, and it's like, how do we get this stuff to Kong? And the writing in that scene is so convenient, right? And it's just like, what? He set it up before you do it, right? And it would have been much more satisfying that way, but it's fine, right? It's a 1 hour 56 minutes movie of two kaijus fighting. But I do understand though that this movie is definitely not trying to be a Godzilla -1. It's just trying to be its own thing, a fun, quirky movie of two kaijus fighting another kaiju, which is awesome. There's a cameo of another kaiju, and also there's this new kaiju that's in this movie, and it's amazing. I'm not talking about Scar King, whether there's another one. Overall, I have to say, this movie was a fun ride. You will enjoy it. Kids are gonna enjoy this a lot. Adults are gonna like it, but it won't be something that stays with them. Book your tickets because it's still worth watching in theaters. And my rating for this movie is a 2.5 out of 5.